Well, India needed a win to go through to the round of 16 in the Asian Games, and it has exactly happened that way. They couldn't quite actually get the win that they hoped for, but a draw has been enough to ensure that Team India have secured a place in the round of 16. They were facing an opposition that they are familiar with. 29 times the two teams have played in the past. It's a contest that used to be dominated by Myanmar in the early days, but of late India seemed to have had the edge, and in the last two occasions, well, including the 2017 Asian Cup qualifiers as well, that time you saw Sunil Chhetri score a pivotal goal. Today, again, you saw it was Sunil Chhetri to the rescue, and once again, the captain scoring from the spot kick. Like we saw in that game against Bangladesh as well, it was his goal that had given India the lead. Today as well, it was his goal that gave India the advantage against Myanmar, with the Indian forward being fouled in a one-on-one situation. Rahim Ali it was, who was fouled in a one-on-one situation, and it was a clear penalty that was given to India, after which you saw Sunil Chhetri again very clinical from the spot, like he was the last time around as well against Bangladesh, converting the penalty and ensuring that Team India had the lead. But after that, what you saw was Team India retain that lead right up till the halfway stage. After that as well, India looked composed, but things started to change after Myanmar changed their tactic a bit. And what was that change in tactic? What was the change in approach? Just around the 65th minute mark or the 70th minute mark, you saw Myanmar do a lot more physical play. They were far more physical in their approach than they were previously, and that seemed to develop something for them. They stuck with that, and after those half chances that were created, you could see Myanmar were up to something. After that, you saw it didn't take too long. By the way, 73rd minute, in the air, the Indian defender being beaten, and then you saw courtesy that goal, Myanmar drew level. But what this also means is Myanmar though are not going through. It is China and India who are going through from this particular group. China of course were the dominant team in this group, and they were everyone did back them to go through to the next round. India though have done something that they haven't done in the last 13 years of the tournament history. They've never been able to go past the group stage. After 13 years now, India have finally managed to go ahead and secure a place in the round of 16, where, by the way, you would ask who they're meeting. As it stands, and it does look like it's going to be the case as well, it does look like it is going to be Saudi Arabia, one of the stronger teams that you have in Asia. Remember, it was Saudi Arabia that had beaten Argentina in remarkable manner. Leo Messi's Argentina were beaten by Argentina 2-1, if my memory serves me right, back in the month of December when you had the FIFA World Cup happening, and India will be facing Saudi Arabia as things stand in the round of 16. It is going to be an impeccably tough task for Team India. They are yet to hit, fifth gear, one would say. You've seen, betterment in their performances since they got that thrashing, that 5-1 thrashing that they had against China. The performances have bettered today as well. You could see much better grasp that the Indian team had of the game. They were in control the other day as well against Bangladesh. Today, though, they did end up conceding. So just the one clean sheet for India in the 3 games, and that came against Bangladesh. But Team India will have to pull a rabbit out of the hat to be able to defeat this Saudi Arabia team, because remember, they're not just better ranked than India in the FIFA rankings, but they are a force to reckon with when you talk about the Asian teams. Definitely one of the stronger teams out there. Yes, there's a Japan as well. Yes, there's a South Korea as well. China too are very good. You lost to China very recently, but having said that, Saudi Arabia are gonna be no mean team. It's going to take a lot of effort from this team India to be able to go ahead and pull off an upset. And remind you, I'm not being unkind to the Indian team here. Remember, it's an under 23 team. You only have 2 senior pros here in Jingan and Sunil Chhetri. So there's not a lot of experience, and the under 23 team, as Ego Match has said, hasn't played a lot in the past as far as a unit is concerned. They've not played a lot of football together as a team over the last 2 years, and that reflected as well in that first game, though part of the reason was fatigue as well. But having said that, it's going to be a big ask now for Team India to go ahead and upstage Saudi Arabia, who they will now be playing in the round of 16. But for now, the job's been done. India needed at least a draw. Myanmar needed a win to be able to go through. Myanmar were denied that win by India. And for those of you joining us right now, quick update, it was that man Sunil Chhetri, as he's done on so many occasions in the past. He provided that crucial goal that gave India the lead. Myanmar did come back in the second half. In fact, in the 73rd minute, they did score the equalizer, but India did enough to not concede any more goals after that, and that has ensured that Team India are now through for the first time in 13 years in the Asian Games, that they've made it to the quarter-finals. That's all, folks, that we have as far as India's football match against Myanmar is concerned. Do continue to stay with us. We've got Nitin Srivastav, our colleague, who has in fact reached China. He's going to be sending a lot of ground reports. Remember the shooters who'd done well earlier in the day, and the rowers as well. He has managed to get in touch with all of those guys. We're going to be putting across all those interviews for you guys on our platforms. Do download the SportsTak app as well. Visit the website as well. You're going to find detailed articles, analysis, as well as the latest highlights as well on both those platforms. But for now, thank you so much for joining us.